Hey everyone, hope all is well. Well, welcome to part B, the commentary. Let's see. Memphis police report. Teacher assaulted at Southwind High School. Teacher saw students getting ready to fight. She got between two students. One student struck the teacher several times with a closed fist on the left side of her face. One student struck the teacher, not one time, several times with a closed fist on the left side of her face. So, speaks volumes. No respect for authority, none whatsoever. So, leave it to, and let me go ahead and play this part. Then I want to kind of show you some information. It's kind of what I figure, and probably you as well. But listen to this again.
In the middle, the police report says the teacher heard yelling outside her classroom and saw students gathering like they were getting ready to fight. The teacher said she got between two students. That's when one student allegedly struck the teacher several times with a closed fist on the left side of her face.
And teachers are, in many instances, very, very fearful and are very, very cautious of student behavior being out of control.
The head of the Memphis-Shelby County Teachers Association says these types of attacks are happening far too often. The teacher involved didn't need medical attention at the time.
Stop and think. So a fight ensues. A teacher tries to stop it because I'm assuming the teacher's thinking that she's dealing with, I don't know, human beings, not rugrats and hood rats. She tried to stop the fight, gets in between, hit several closed fists. There's no way, there's no accident. And these are the same people you're supposed to sit up here and teach. Okay, someone's me on the side of my head. Now let's go ahead and just sit back down and start to learn. Doesn't work that way. So you're basically teaching in fear.
The student got a juvenile summons. We talked to the student's mother, who told us her daughter has been suspended for 180 days. But she also says her child never intentionally hit the teacher.
Oh, wow.
The teacher just got in the way. She says teachers aren't there to break up fights. That's why they have security. And the teacher should never have tried to get involved.
So it's a female. Male or female, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So the mother is saying, it seems to me the mother is trying to blame the teacher, saying, oh, she shouldn't have got involved. Excuse me? She shouldn't have got involved. Sounds like a hood rat parent. So in other words, just let them just fight it out. And that's a common logic in the hood. Oh, just fight it out. You've seen videos, grown people start coming, oh, they're having a fight. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. And a whole bunch of hood people start coming out to watch the fight. Now, I said, let me check. Memphis police report. Let me check this school, the high school. Memphis County Shelby County Schools. And here we have the demographics. Shelby County Schools by the numbers. 74% Black, 15.5% Latino, 1% Asian, 7% white. 79% for your graduation rate. So you have a graduation rate of 79%. What's the other 21% doing? And that's a heck of a high number. The mentality of that community. Fight. Let them fight. The teacher should have got involved. In other words, just let them fight. See, when you are of low pedigree, you like to engage in you like to engage in this kind of nonsense. You like to engage in degrading acts. Let them just fight. I bet she might go to be a good fighter, huh? So blaming the teacher should have got involved. So in other words, if I interpret that as if the teacher, just let them fight. Let Monica fight. Then she wouldn't have got hit. That's okay, Malika. Your future in this country, you think it's tough for you and your mama? Oh, just wait. The replacement is here. And a lot of them are happy for an opportunity. They're going to make the best of it. The replacement is here. Again, can you imagine if we had the hood America at that border? I bet they build that wall then. Hold on. So 74% black. Look at this. And you want to blame the teachers. They didn't come. The teacher didn't get up to go to work that day to start boxing up, to get boxed in the head. 26% proficiency in math. Hold on. 22% proficiency in English. That's why when you hear some of them speaking and you're like, this is, we're in 2022. I've seen videos and news clips and you're like, well, you know, it's like they're talking in a very interesting language. It's like, my gosh, did this person read? 26% proficiency in math, 22% proficiency in English. Speaks volumes. And no, you're not going to tell me blame the teachers. No, you can go ahead and send that card right back. How is this happening? I'm going to do a video, well, it's on the list at least. A teacher made a comment and said it was a white teacher, and she said it's toward a certain group. She said they don't care about their children. They don't care about their children. And of course, here came, oh, that's very racist and all that. My best friend is one of my best friends, like the bestest. Certified BFF. She's a teacher. I have asked her so many times, child, leave, get out. That teacher may be wrong on some other things, doing her little, they've been saying some little coded language. You may have seen the article. But I hate to tell you, a lot of parents don't. That's why you got 26% proficiency in math. That's why you got 22% proficiency in English. No, you're not going to blame this on the teacher. I'm sorry to tell you. And you're sure as hell not going to, this right here with Zaddy. Because the Zaddy run your home. He may run it financially because you're depending on him for a job or for benefits. The behavior of your child. There are a lot of angles and we can blame some things on. Her hitting the teacher. When I was growing up, my mom was a stay-at-home mom. My father worked to support us. You couldn't even sigh at a teacher. Roll your eyes and see what's going to happen at a teacher. Oh my gosh. They were part of the PTA and you would get a phone call. Roll your eyes. No, they were tight. They didn't play around. The parents went to the PTA. Hey, I remember getting the teacher calling our house. Oh my God. Her name was, the teacher, Miss Walker, calling our house. I remember. And saying what I did. I'm like, gosh, jeepers. Why? Because we grew up with respect. We were taught respect. So why would this, and a female now, why would this Dustina in the making, why would she, with the clothes fit, hit the teacher that many times? Why would she do that? That child has a lot of anger. That child is being raised, probably, in my opinion, like a wild bull in a china shop. Doesn't know how to act. Then when you go to other areas and it's not hood-fied, you feeling some type of way. They looking at me. No, it's a different environment and you're not comfortable. So for the mother to say the teacher shouldn't have gotten away, they had security, that sounds like to me, well, just let them fight. She shouldn't have gotten away, or Donique, whatever her name is. Donique, but would not hit her. What kind of upbringing do you think is in that home? Reading proficiency in English is 22%. Proficiency in English is 22%. Proficiency in math is 26%. And you think you're getting ready to compete? Compete with who? The replacement is here. It's going to replace your mom and your daddy, whoever's supporting you. Oh, and it's over for you. Oh, it is so over for you. So they know how to get ready to fight, but can you get ready to go ahead and get proficient in English and in math? Can you do that? With the grades coming out, parents not getting involved. Why? The parents don't care. and you bet not flunk them, you might get a beat down. I have heard stories from my friend. Look up the parent outside, better pass my kid. And that is why, like I said, you got to have some accountability. You got to have some darn accountability. That is why this right here, this is why teachers just sometimes, as they say, just pass them. Pass them. Because, see, the teacher cannot correct what's been instilled in that person at home. The teacher can correct that, honey. They ain't no miracle worker. They don't come from above. They're not a miracle worker. And last time I worked, Bewitched wasn't a real, it was a TV character. They can't just twist the nose and change the thinking. This is why teachers just pass them. Because they see every day, 5 days a week, what you and I don't see. They're in that classroom. They see the community. They see the danger. They see and they've heard of, look up, you didn't pass the student holding the back. The parents want to, I kid you not, show up and box up. They're ready to pull up on your parents. Not about, oh, hey, let's go ahead. The kid's not doing the homework. Pass my kid. Parents willing to fight you. You can call a parent and complain. They'll show up and fight you. Man, we need to have a meeting to discuss your son or your daughter. This is why teachers, at some point, you have to think self-preservation. They can't teach, so just pass them along. Let somebody else deal with it. Pass them along, let somebody, because it's not worth it. They might start fighting like this here. You don't want to get involved. Look what happened to her. Me, I would have pressed charges, but she probably knows she works there. It's probably a hood rat parent. It's not worth it that you might come outside. Where's her cord? Slash the tires. Again, I have had my friend to tell me about parents showing up. I'm going to wait on you outside. A parent showing up. One of them threatened violence and said the only reason that they didn't do it is because guess what? That parent had just got out of jail. But other than that, they would have, they're ready to go ahead and box up. So this is why they just pass them along. Why? Teachers have lives too, unless they want you to teach with a helmet on. They want to live to see another day and go home to their families. So this here, I decided, so let me just Google the demographics. Again, 74% Black, 15.5% Latino, and it could have been a Latino kid, could have been an Asian or white kid. You're darn skippy. I'm just kind of putting my money on the 74. I'm putting my money, not to say on her, I'm putting my money on her. 26 proficiency in math and 22 proficiency in English. What are they doing? What is going on in the home? It speaks volumes. Why aren't the parents involved in their children's education? And especially when you're a minority, you're already starting at the bottom. It's not like we got a history of being trustafarians. It's not like we have our own infrastructure. So you need to really be on point on your game. My friends now, and I'm not talking about, the few people I know that's rich, but what is it? Oh, you got to have what? 100K in cash at all times. Just in case something happens. That's not easy for a lot of Americans. Hell, it wasn't easy for me. Are you kidding? Are you serious? 100K at all times? In this economic times, that's pretty much a miracle. 100K cash at all times. Can take a few years for some. For some people, it'll never happen. Where does that mentality come from? It comes from having a background in finance and always planning. Again, a lot of people can't do that. Are you crazy? It's enough sometimes to have 500. But then you look at the background. What's going on in their home? Reading, learning. They're about finance and business. We can't guarantee $500 at all times. So you sure as hell ain't going to guarantee it with 26 proficiency in math and 22% proficiency in English. So what's going to happen when things get tough? Well, unless you got some crazy bills, and it depends on where you are. If you have an average, decent home, nice home, and you got $100K in cash, oh, you can weather the storm. Unless depends on what you're paying out. Okay, well, let's say if you do have that amount and the storm hits, jobs ending. Hate to tell you, when you got a house note that's 3 to 5 a month, which we don't, but you have a house note, let's just say at $3,000 a month, and then you got 2 cars. Heaven forbid both people lose a job. It can last you for a while. You're going to start eating at it. Plus inflation, no money coming in. Life is challenging. And that's for the middle/upper middle class. And because really, I'm gonna tell you, most middle class people don't have $100K lying around. I don't believe it. Middle class struggling. What's left of it? So if that can happen, and that money can leave, what the hell you think gonna happen to a fool that's sitting up here with a 79% graduation rate, 26% in math proficiency, and 22% in English proficiency? What the hell you think gonna happen to that kind of darn community? Paycheck to paycheck. And then your replacement is here finna go ahead and take your little spot. Life is already hard. What is it? It's gonna get harder. So this little teenager here, her mother, up here fighting and up here boxing, it's just wasted life, wasted air. Because guess what in life? Trust and believe it ain't going nowhere. It's not. Look at the mentality. The teacher shouldn't have gotten away. Oh, so I guess just let them fight it out. Just let Brenda and them just box it out like animals, like heathens. The world is watching, and I'm going to tell you now, that's why that replacement is here. The people like this here at the bottom of the barrel, I'm afraid my friend is right. They're going to be decimated. In the BC, gonna big time. So this is a good example of why teachers just pass them along. They don't want the drama. A good example of why teachers are just leaving. And then, my child they can't get no job, can't hardly read. When you're that ignorant, what I'm going to say to you, and some may be offended, I'm really not concerned. Some people are just not worthy to breathe. They're just not. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'm out. Love you guys. Take care.